Hey guys, Sward here, back again with another review. Today we're having a look at Brooklyn from Duke L'Orange from Mighty Ducks, Series 1. Not Series 1, Stupid! It's Spy Squad. It's Spy Squad. I think it's like Rapid Climb Duke or something silly like that. Either way, he comes with a lot more gimmicky weapons than the first wave did, so it's maybe a little bit longer than the other reviews. At this current time, I have not gotten that little spot on his bill off that I mentioned during my haul video, so that's still there. If I got it off, I'll make a quick, like, few second thing showing the spot, you know, not there anymore, but I highly doubt it's going to happen. But he comes with a couple of these bigger accessories. The first one being this puck launcher, which is essentially shooting the same thing as Wild Wing. So this will pretty much work with any of the figures. There it is. And you just push this little button here, and it'll fire. It's got a rubberized handle. That's kind of interesting. And then he's got his signature sword, Saber. This piece does not come off as far as I'm concerned, and there is no peg on this sword, because he does have a peg hole on his shoulder there, but that is from the original figure whose sword could peg up there. This one, I don't believe you can, unless it goes in like that. That's too big. So, rather than effing him up, I'll just show you the sword. The sword spins here, but that's because it separates. I cannot do now. There we go. It separates and turns into a little gyro blade. So you can fly. Or a saw, you know, if you want to brutalize people. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be more like a propeller blade than a saw of death. But yeah, this is pretty much dropping stuff again. This is pretty much what he used in the show. It's just a blade. I think it was gold or trans yellow or green or something. Surprised they didn't make it trans green to go with his eye patch. And the last thing he comes with is this awesome web store-esque backpack. What you do is pretty much the same thing as web store. You just pull the string. Only downside with this one is it's doesn't have that gear system in the backpack. It's just a wheel with the string on it. So it seems to want to do that when the claw is all the way out like this, but not the opposite way. So that's kind of interesting. So basically, if it's out like that and you're holding it, you can pull on this and it'll retract. Like, see? I wonder why it doesn't do that the other way. Maybe the gears just spin one way. That's kind of interesting. Stop boring you with that. It's got a suction cup. You know, I've got a window in here. One of the things I do have. Does it work? my surprise it does. Holy crap, that's on there. There we go. I'm gonna rip the thing. So, suction cup does work in immense heat. It's like 90-some degrees out in September, which is pretty weird. Especially in upstate New York. So, yeah. But the figure itself, again, he has a little mark on his nose. But other than that, I got the rest of them off. You can't see him anymore. I'm a happy, happy bitch. So, articulation, his head will rotate. Very tight. It's a very tight figure. Not just because it's cool, but he can do the pointy point. Like, look over there. I see something with my robot eye that I did not have in the show. Yes, I will say, this is inaccurate. He had just had an eye patch with like a red dot on it. Might have been a robot eye, but it wasn't no big old scope. And it does the same thing on the other side. His waist rotates, and then his legs move forward and back. So, at the end of the day, this is a good figure. If you can't find the original Duke and you can find this one, this is totally sufficeable. I mean, he's got the sword. That's pretty much what Duke used in the show. And he holds it pretty tight, too, so. Pretty cool. I like him. Man, he just looks cool like that. Duke L'Orange. He sounds like he's from Brooklyn. Maybe that's why people think he's Brooklyn from Gargoyles. He sounds like he's from Brooklyn. Jeez. Dude, sleep too. I guess you could give him this big old gun too. I don't know if I'll display him with his claw climbing backpack, but he seems to want to stand holding the gun, so maybe I'll give him his backpack anyways. I don't know. But Duke here, I'm going to give a 9 out of 10 to. I really like this figure. It's a fun figure. It's accurate enough for my taste. Apparently he's supposed to have like a scar on his beak too. I have to look at pictures of him because I never noticed that. But you know, for a Duke figure, this is not bad at all. So I'd say pick this dude up if you can't find the original one. Or if you can find the original one, get that one. So the only thing he doesn't have that the other ones I reviewed do have is boots and skates, but he does have the peg holes for the skates. If you wanted to do that, you could at your own leisure. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed this review, and until next time, I will catch you guys later. So apparently not only did I get that little freaking mark off way after I edited and saved the video to my iPad, but I also lost all my lighting. No. So I got a little assistance here. I'm just gonna pull him up and give you a look. See, look at that, all gone, except maybe just a teensy bit. But it's gone. Gone for good. Good freaking riddance. I actually had to use some hairspray in order to get that sucker off. I didn't use a lot. I sprayed a little bit on a Q-tip. I just used my thumb and rubbed that into the Q-tip on that spot. And after a few minutes, it came off. So that is pretty cool. And another thing, I didn't show this in the video. I wrapped the string for his backpack around his waist, and then the remainder I just wrap up here on this bit of the string that's going to his waist. You better look at that. You can see that. There you go. You can see the string going to his waist, wrapping around his waist, and then the little puck thing I just wrapped around it. So that's it again for Duke. And yeah, with that being said, still just as good as before. Just doesn't have that mark anymore. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this review. Again, until next time, I'll catch you guys later.